Hello, and welcome to Mixtape Anatomy. Your first assignment for me is to make an introductory video where you tell me a little bit about yourself and how you ended up in my class. I'll be answering similar questions in my introductory video, except from a teacher's perspective. So first of all, my name is Miss Jayson, and I've been teaching at Lexington High School for 8 years. It's really exciting that I'm here full-time this year, so I get to hang out with you guys a little more often. I first had the idea for this class about 4 years ago when I realized there weren't any music electives other than ensembles. There aren't really a lot of ways to learn about music here at Lexington. I really wanted to change that. So I created the class that I would have wanted around when I was in high school. One thing that I'm really excited to teach is a unit on found sounds, which is when artists and musicians use sounds from the outside world, whether it's rustling of trees or the sound of a wave or cars driving by, and they make that into music. So I'm really excited to talk to you guys about how that's already been incorporated into music that you maybe are already hearing. And there's a project that follows that where I'll actually be asking you to go out into the world and listen and record some sounds, and we'll be turning those into some music of our own. So I think that's one of the units I'm most excited about. My musical background, I started playing stringed instruments. I started on violin when I was in 4th grade, and I started on piano when I was 5 years old. Kept piano up through high school and most of college, kept the strings up, violin, and then I added viola and a little bit of cello through high school and kept those going. So I'm primarily a string player. I teach orchestra here at the high school, and never really give it up. That's most of it. On my own, I listen to music fairly often. I often commute to work listening to music, whether it's on the radio or listening to Spotify or Tidal or CDs that people have made for me. So it's a pretty daily occurrence. As far as types of music I like to listen to, I'm pretty all over the map. Some days I'm in the mood for super heavy metal. Some days I just want to hear really beautiful classical string music. Other days I want to hear nothing but hip hop. So I'm really all over the map, and I hope you'll see that in the selections that I choose to talk about in class. I'm excited to hear what you guys are most interested in hearing. Most of my music used to come from CDs and from friends, and only very recently in the last couple of months I've finally given and subscribed to a couple of music services, so now I'm getting most of my music from the cloud. But that's a pretty big change for me. For most of my life I've been all about kind of owning and having the music that I have. It's changed my listening quite a bit. I can't wait to hear how you all are listening and moving music around and how that interacts. One thing you should know about me is I play in a couple of rock bands. It's kind of my unusual teacher thing. I play viola, which is like a large violin, in a couple of really weird rock bands in Boston. So when I'm not here teaching, that's kind of the other section of my life. So I hope you enjoy my class. I am so excited to teach it. I'm so excited to hear what you guys are up to.